si Resi Bon Gabon sa ano mo, sa Supermart City. Ano ko na lang, in-service ako lang po. Niyapon mo kami sa Landuni.
Oh, car wash.
Aloy ka.
Car wash eh.
This is how traffic rolls out in the countryside of Iloilo. You see, these guys know when it's pulled over, so if you're a tourist, you don't go flying around there, you're gonna have an accident. The dogs walking across the street all the time.
That's what in the news this morning in Rojas. So much dog walking in the local dogs.
Well, you know, in Ontario, they just one of the universities did some research on the highway in the 401 on how birds, you know, they're on the roadway eating stuff off the roadway, and at the last second they fly out of the way, and the majority of them don't get hit. Always fly out of the way. So the cars that are not traveling at the normal speed of the traffic, those are the ones that get the birds that get hit by the cars.
Tapan ko na yung mga ano ne. Ang imo cellphone mo kito-kito bla. Ara ka dito ka internet ka masuway ka tulod. May internet ka ras bulay mo pwede ka ron ka. Tokig. Kreta channel bla.
Do you remember Crocodile Dundee
Oh yeah.
in the movie? The Philippine drivers are just like the bushmen in the outbacks of Australia. They think their way through traffic. I had an accident in Toronto. The light just turned orange, and this woman that was coming in the opposite direction, the instant it turned orange, she turned right in front of me, like 10 feet in front of me. So there was absolutely nothing I could do. Even if I slammed on the brakes, there's no way I would even avoided hitting her, so I just put my hands up in front of my face. Wham! And she's telling the policeman, and we're sitting in the back of the patrol car, and he's writing a report. So he just put his hands in front of his face. So he says, yeah, well, I knew there was going to be flying glass and bits of plastic all over the place. There was absolutely no way I could avoid hitting you, madam. The cop just laughed.
Or did she not look at the person?
Well, all she thought, the light's orange, you got to go.
Especially on the left side sometimes. Especially on the left side when you turn, and then the person gonna turn, and then the car's gonna turn. I always did get hit
Yeah.
twice if I didn't stop and look.
Well, I don't know what they do nowadays, but when I was a kid in elementary school, they would always teach you to, at an intersection, when you're walking, you stop and look both ways before crossing the street. Now, everybody has a cell phone plastered to their face, and they're just walking across the street, staring at that phone.
With the headset.
Yeah.
Permission to sign in, M Taxi with body number 0309. Yan, yung may ang kaupot mo sa pagtulong sa matutod na serbisyo publiko.
chat ko na.
Basta na din sa may ng pila.
Oo.
Hindi ka pila. Sa
Hindi ko
punta,
sa
pinagkapila. Sa
kuwait
buhay, basta yung dinig pila din.
She's waiting.
And they're building what they call a flyover,
Yeah,
a raised
Another
roadway.
Going to airport.
all the way or just the lang?
Dire lang.
Just here because this is the intersection that's so traffic all the time.
And these people aren't going to wait up on the sidewalk. They're going to go around everybody. That's how some foreigners drive motorcycles, like around Manila. Just go up on the sidewalk and go around everything. And they tell you, and there's like a few bozos on YouTube that tell you, have your driver's license and registration in a separate envelope, and like a 500 or 1,000 peso note inside of it,
So din already.
to bribe the traffic
Yeah,
enforcer.
So they know the trick already. But if you got the wrong officer, you're in big trouble.
Yep.
You're gonna have double fine. Mga kapantayan, di sa mga putika diri sa Banwa.
Dire lang sa Banwa. Traffic enforcer kaya sa Banwa.
At least may brasing na naman ginatag sila.
Ano na sila? Ano na sila sa regular na sila sa
Traffic enforcers.
Oo. Only in the Philippines, the motorcycle in the speedway supposed to be in the right
The
side.
Ay,
Well, traffic in the Philippines is pretty much like the traffic in Montreal. On the expressways, you can always pass on the right side. Everybody gets on the highway and immediately they want to go to the left.
sino man ang boss kung maluto sa pa-cater ka mo?
Gumay mo lang ano na mo hindi yung ginano. Wala pa bang bata tapos papanyapon lang yung sa aton nga papanyapon.
Mga spaghetti, pansit-pansit tinapay.
Oo, wala na ako ba.
May ice cream pa,
Ice
may
cream.
cake. That's it.
May photo, mga photo cheese mo kung order. Ano to lang ko papanyapon. Tapos sa manok ta mo to ba si pare sa ano wala. Sa mga cake ka gano.
Sa ilan.
Mas mga kids mo lang.
Kanin.
This is a coke plant.
There's only one Coke factory plant in Pavia and also one Pepsi plant
San Miguel.
San Miguel, yeah.
in the whole Iloilo, right, sir?
Yeah.
Only one in Iloilo. One Pepsi
And that
plant.
one taxi driver took me halfway to Boracay. On the way to the Pepsi plant. There's only one damn Pepsi plant on the
There's
island.
only one Pepsi plant in Iloilo.
And they took me like 180
It is a
degrees in
new,
the wrong direction.
New Town Center, GT Town Center. And other side is a New Robinson. This is Pavia also.
Still
Mhm.
part of Pavia.
They're still in
It's
Pavia.
another flyover.
Maharap yan.
Oh, kaya nga circumferential, ang cruising
Because there's,
circumferential.
cruising at the conferential.
And at some point in time, babe, we gotta stop by a hardware store and get some plastic pipe fittings, glue, to fix that pipe around the house,
Yeah.
so we can get some water into the toilets.
Oh, love it. Ay, mapapicture ko sa ilo pa. May Jollibee. Ay, tanin ko ako.
Traffic ko, napunta na yung mapapicture ko lang doon.
Alin yan. Pamutpot guro sa mga kwan. Mga bagal, hindi ka manaw mo yung klase tao. Pamutpot sila ng yapon.
Our driver, this is Richard, he's my brother-in-law. He knows where every single pothole is on the road.
Pathole in the road.
Ang gabi ka pa rin napagta sa airport nga, ginako lang taxi ito, tamadaan ako magaling sa balay.
Nakapuli ka na.
Pagkabot ko sa balay. Mayroon ko niya po din, mayroon ko niya po liwat nagtulog ko. Nagluto ko GM ka, adobo nga, tangko, tangko, baratong bla.
Bawa namit ba may bili
iniba yung baboy ng tambok na blaga.
Bawa namin, walang gusto ko yan.
Kaya nagluto niya.
Whose motorcycle that I drive yesterday?
Tansyo.
Tanshio? Kawasaki. It was apparently that Kawasaki was designed to go with a sidecar.
There's another mall here on your left side.
And without a sidecar, that motorcycle is the touchiest steering I've ever had driven on a motorbike.
That's why when they reach there, Tansyong said, ay, Tansong. It's like my balls gonna drop. He's so nervous. Mahulog ko na itlog.
I've owned half a dozen motorcycles in my life, and I've never driven one that had such touchy steering. There's no way in this sport that you could even take your hands off the handlebars on that motorbike for even a second.
So maybe now it's different from before.
No, Tasha said the motorcycle was designed to be used with a sidecar.
Oh, sidecar.
You should have had a steering damper on it.
Walang matawagin yung gano'n traffic ang balik.
Grabe din kakadamang tawan. Si Pio.
Okay, wait to kayo ba diretso? Wala pa yung turn, mas mabaho din. Tiyaga traffic po gid.
This is rush hour going into Iloilo City.
Grabe na susunod sa sabon.
And that jeepney is looking like it's seen better days.
Ano sulod ka to? We said cold upon hot water.
Cold.
Ang tamo ice.
Oo.
Lugay mo ganun.
Kung init man. Masarap to.
Tamo kape.
Gintimplahan ko las 3 sa
That's
aga.
enough for-
Bagong bukal gid.
That's enough for this part of my blog. All we're going to see is the back of other traffic.
Diretso ko.
I'm going to turn the camera off.
Gimbugaw. Kung gintulon.
Bay pa sa
So what is it? You say we're in Mandurio?
Yeah, Mandoyo.
Okay, we're in Mandurio now.
You are leaving
Barangay Hibo on Norte Manduria.
Nagka-chat sa mga kwan.
Elizabeth's house is in Iboan, Pavia, Iloilo. And it starts with Iboan starts with a J, but I guess the J is silent.
They pronounce it E.
Hey, Mandoyo Hibawan, it's Hibawan, it's in
Like
Mandoyo.
real H.
Pavia is J.
Mandurio H.
Yeah.
The one thing I found really surprising driving that Kawasaki, all the shifting on that was down. And every other motorcycle I've ever driven at that point is one down and the rest of the gears up. Totally opposite on that Kawasaki.
Ayang.
May motor ka pa?
Oh, ay ko to gina pagana motor ko. Amo na. Sa rem. Tambay to sa balay.
Awag na nagamit.
Oh, ay te adlaw ang biyahe ko. Ay ko ni kondisyonan ko, base bay patay ko duwa ka bata bla. Larguhan sa amondan to.
Gano?
Larguhan gid bala. Te magwa kada yanan. Doble along ako kay.
Gano?
Ano lang tayo sa amo niya. Sino ay ka pa malaya pero diretso gid bla. Damo nang diskusyon yan dan.
Kami one time yun siya ngayon mas yung pakadusin yung kamay kung nasulod sa kanal.
In my province of Ontario, Canada, on the highway, if there's a bump that's 2 inches high, there'll be signs warning you about 500 feet ahead that there's a bump ahead, and a sign right beside it tells you there's a bump. And it's only this high.
So freaking out. Little thing be freak out.
Dire kita pag lumpat na naman ang taas.
Yeah, they don't have sign, they just jump over it. My goodness.
was somewhere around there. There was a tuk-tuk dealership.
Tok-tok.
Yeah.
Tok-tok motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah.
Already here in the Iloilo.
Yes, I know. I'd like to find out what the prices are of them.
Sabi ko kung ano, I thought he's talking about the tuk-tuk food the other day. I said,
Well, they
"What,
call
you
they
cannot
call them
taxi?"
something else here. What do they call the tuk-tuks here?
A tricycle? The tricycle?
No, not tricycle.
That, the three-wheelers you said?
Tuk-tuk. What do they call them here in the Philippines?
The three-wheelers you're talking about?
Yes.
Anong tawag na diri kuno sir? Three-wheeler tuk-tuk? Hindi tuk-tuk ba? Tuk-tuk?
Ano yan?
Tik-tik? Anong tawag nila? May name caterpillar or something.
Masana ta paluto, plan magang bangko, wag dyan ang best standard no. Driver side.
This is a one way.
Oh.
This one way, but that tricycle is.
Yeah, I saw that one time in was that in Manila? I get in a trike.
Yeah.
The guy immediately turns around, starts going the wrong way down on one-way street. I'm, what the fuck are you going? Oh, they do that all the time.
Babe, you have an
Plaza Mandorya, positive 59 yaw. Sa may parkingan ni Plaza Mandorya, positive 59 na duha ka old one.
Yan.
Sila malapit yaw, positive 59 di. That's the use of the radio. Passengers ad, traffic ads, malls update, terminals update.
Yeah.
That's good. Babe, you have nail clipper by chance?
Babe, you remember what happened at the airport?
So I don't know. Maybe you have another one. that
No, I
that
don't
is-
have another one.
Okay, that's good. That's all you have to tell me.
They seized my 4-inch side cutters that I use for nail clippers. I have nail files.
Go ahead, Bray, go ahead.
Not the sharp one. I need to cut the plastic.
No, nothing.
Good morning, Admin Richard. Good morning sa tanan-tanan. Nakatapos ang Francis Pasco, Taxi Club, good morning.
Good.
Bad boy, he's in trouble.
Taxi Club, good morning. Sabi na kita,
Since house,
Katon ka admin,
we pass
Madrid
by
Service Controller.
inside their house.
On board po si Tia, sir, ma'am, good morning. Permission sign in ngayon. Sitco Taxi with body number 1663. Ang kasama niyo sa dalanon, Adrian Valderas. Sa matuntun ng serbisyo publiko, Kat Kalingawan. Sa Iloilo, Radio Bandera.
Pinatugan yung
That's
lagyan
right.
pa sa
This way, going to Cecil's house.
Going to where?
Yeah.
Cecil, my friends.
Cecil?
Yeah. In the green gate on the right side. That's good.
Morning, Manuat. Morning.
The next house,
The green gate.
para na po na.
This way, Plaza,
Ano plano sa Domingo?
Agad pa pasok pero sa masimbatan. Doon na masimbatan.
Wala na kami mulakat.
I don't know kung sino
Ano naman to sa Sabado sa gabi. Maluhi ka, hindi kaya sa kagukod daw na po.
Gabi nag-isip-isip. Ito man ka, balang dito, press muna.
Ang crosswind ko sa una yan, bato to.
Mga 10, 11 to. Okay.
Pare
Kaya
di.
pila na sa lodya sir.
Mga balo pa, di ba? Pero kung mag...
Tikit lago na tandaan sa buko.
Oo.
Dinis isa na to. Mga anong pitong. Galing ka tayo mamag mo kasi siya mo.
Oo.
Commute.
na sa bawang ang old ano ningaw.
Ano?
Pridang grandstand.
Ay, mo
Piyak
yun
na
eh.
katubang.
Ato to sa piyak sa bawang bago nga pridang grandstand.
Old. Amoy siya.
So I take it this is like downtown Iloilo?
Yeah.
More than
Dito na.
downtown.
More than downtown?
Dili DJI din sa
Your favorite place to walk around before?
namin sa katubang sa river kay din to river side no.
Oo.
The old grandstand is facing the river on our left side.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that choo-choo train over there.
That's where I got married.
It's a
Train to nowhere.
Nakabalik kami after 30 years.
Train to Busan.
20 years.
You know, train to Busan?
Yeah. Well, apparently there are railroad tracks that go all the way up to who's that? Roka City,
Yeah.
the north.
North Korea. Nilabetan din nila yung plaza di oh. Sana kami kung gabi. So na di ka di magtambay kung gabi kay mabunaan ka lang di mas na kawatan ka lang di ako kung gabi dali takon nga parking.
There hasn't been a train to run on any tracks here since probably since after the Second World War.
Datingog ko ta pinakulan. Sa kini David drum ka ba? Layo malay ko sa Tashera study.
Balaan ko man lang gali nga makuha ka sa garden. Dadi amo na lang tong garden ko ginawa mo barato pa.
Hindi adugay na to sa. Adugay na pagpatay pa rin dudoy.
Ah,
Ang
okay.
nagwa na ko nini.
Nagka-istorya na kami na Joy Vlog. Ay, ni Joy, ni Tansyon kung ano nang bilang ang mga ano. Tembal ko, ipagamit ko lang yung buhay mo sila gating sa mama na. Boy, di maribot tayo ni Tansyon. Yung chat niya si Joy. Niya, di why ni istorya si mami. Nakakibag din kami na nawag si Lina. Tulukay kami mag. Nanti ko ano, pwede na mo mahulam ang imong ano. Ano na asin nga? Yung ulamon pa dali ano.
Doon nagpagwa na nagwa man sila kanila.
Sa ba mo Joy meraman mo?
Nila guro eh.
Hindi ang dungan ta.
Sa sini.
Di ba ako nakapag ni dudoy. Mapatay
Ay,
dito.
umat
Nagwa man sila.
sila.
Kala na mas barato patat sa ulasan.
Ako na yung pass ko ron duwa ako
Duwa na
sa Golden kagang sa dara sa Golden Heaven. Yung pass ron ara ko tanan mga certificate sa akon. Certificate of Honors.
Sana na ko tapos sa next day.
Okay,
You remember this river?
Yeah, I remember
Go
this.
fishing here?
Yep. Fishing off the end of the pier there.
Sa Jordan sa?
Ito.
Sabi ko ba na bista na?
Before mini squatter here, but now no more.
What's that?
Before very
Babe, your favorite
more
place.
squatter here.
You have so
But
many
now no
pictures
more.
in here with your
Yeah.
girlfriend. Take it out of the picture.
Which one?
The one
Port
here
San
in the port here, Port San Pedro. Oh, I'm riding on the boat of the Coast Guard. Oh yeah, Coast Guard of the boat.
Yeah,
Driving the boat.
yeah. I went on a trip on the Coast Guard boat.
One day said we're gonna go to Cavite to see siya. He didn't get down to follow him. I saw
Tubo,
him.
Alin, Manila.
Pwede siya tugtod daw. Nagsige kami diretso lakan. Nakita ko sa kanya yung bayan ko.
Well, that one, that ship that got caught in the typhoon in 2012 rolled over, and
Lain na sa
Cebu?
Sad na dako na.
I rode on that one to Cebu
Cebu.
Big ship to Manila.
4 months earlier.
Alin na kinas Cagayan mo? Manila, Cagayan, tapos Cagayan, Iloilo. 397 ginana ka kuno sulod ya. Apo to kinatanay kon way ko ka, way sinyo, dili ko tayo madiretso.
397 sa Irosa.
Oo.
Grabe pa. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it was a big ship.
Ako na mo.
Ay, dili man niligilig sa kaya ang Pahordan.
Dili na subong na tong sa may
Ortiz?
Ortiz
Oo.
wala na.
Tanan dali na sa
Oo,
tanin.
hindi
Pero
mo
nabista ka gano
Oo, hindi mo sa
Ano masakay ka sa Parula?
Oo.
Wow, nga
Muna
pila.
ko di ko makagtuman ay makulat na lang
Pwede ka taxi, di ba? May gana ba di
Galing
mo
man
mobile
galing
hindi?
ang tabi ko siya. Galing man.
Sa office. Dali mo balong pa ako di mo.
Tabi ko man kay Pahordan.
Kaya mo lang yung sakyan yung para sa Sunday sad.
Lukay ko kami kung tanan-tanan kami.
Paano kayo go ba? Isa wala kay gagmay pa to.
Hindi, so na yung crosswind mo.
Ay, kasi gali no.
Ari ya, siyak na daan. Namulje ito kay.
Ay, mo na kala ba pila pero lang. Sa
And
nagduna
this is where I believe we get the pump boat to go to Gimbalas, right?
Galing kay mga linya, masulat-sulat pa rin.
Kasot pa rin ngalan mo dito, Drio.
Diri mo una. Ay, maklaba pa rin yung mga tao. Patawag sila.
Mako, kasang form ko naman. Balsang anak ka na tawagin na kami.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna get out of here.